Welcome to House of Chaos.
Welcome to House of Chaos.
Hi, I'm Izzy Renton.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Mary Gwendolyn,
Yeah.
and this is our podcast.
Yeah, this is our news politics podcast. Do you think we're more news or more politics?
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Well, I think it's both, right?
Yeah.
Because the news includes politics, but it also includes things like sports and paid promotions for upcoming films.
Are you saying that sports isn't political, Rebecca?
Of course it is.
Whoa.
Of course it is.
I was thinking what doesn't make the news political is more that like sometimes they have stories about the fact that they found a missing duck.
But it's quite political that they've chosen to report on that and not other things.
It is quite, yeah.
Damn. Well, Izzy, who are you? What is your political profile?
Okay, yeah. So I've thought about this, and I think I am the Elle Woods of politics.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was sharing this couch with royalty. Oh my gosh, I should be on my best behavior.
Yeah, obviously because I'm so stylish.
Yes.
Yeah. No, the reason I think I'm the Elle Woods of politics is because I feel like Elle Woods' journey into the law is like very similar to my journey into politics.
You got into politics to try and get back with Warner Huntington III.
Exactly.
After he jumped you because he said you weren't serious enough.
Because he said I wasn't serious
Because he needs
enough.
a serious wife in order to become a senator, but that by the time he's 30.
Yeah, and then when I actually got into politics, I realized he was a big dummy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And did you then choose to get with Luke Wilson, brother of Owen Wilson, or did you choose to get with Vivian, who's, I don't remember the name of the actress that plays her.
Is she the one from Cruel Intentions?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Hey, why choose when you can have both? Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. No, the reason I think I'm Elle Woods is basically because like Elle Woods knew nothing about the law. She was in LA, just part of that like LA entertainment lifestyle. And then there was a big breakup that sort of inspired her to follow the law. And then once she started studying the law, it turned out she was pretty good at it, you know? So my version of that story is that like I knew nothing about politics.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a big breakup between the EU and the UK. I don't know if you heard about it.
I may have heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave it a funny name, right? Like Brexit.
Brexit, Brexit.
Brexit.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And it inspired me to go and study politics.
Wow.
And now I do study politics. And, you know, I think I'm as good as Elle Woods was at law.
Izzy is currently doing a PhD. Now that stands for pretty hard degree. So I think Izzy's definitely qualified.
I don't feel it though, and I do often think, especially because like, and this is what's interesting about the difference between politics and news, is like current affairs. I am like, it's my civic duty to know current affairs, and I do my best to keep up. But like day-to-day facts about the names of prime ministers, that kind of thing, I am hopeless at. I am civ brain. But like studying social dynamics, ooh, num, 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 I love that. Ooh, num, 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 num.
I think you've got a fork.
Yeah. 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 So I really think I am the Elle Woods of politics.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was really beautiful.
And if I did run a political campaign, obviously I would do it in my bikini.
And that's how you get votes.
That's how you get
That's how you get votes. If Brooke Van Velden can get elected with a powerful pink overcoat.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine what a bikini could do.
Do you know who else has a powerful pink overcoat? This guy.
Whoa!
This guy. I have to wear it next time.
You do. There's an opening for a new Brooke involved.
There is. Okay, Rebecca.
Yeah, that's me.
Rebecca, intro to you.
Intro to me.
Intro to you. What are you bringing to the table?
What am I bringing to the table?
What are you nibbling on off of your little plate of delights?
Plate of delights. I love that. I feel like I've almost always felt like strong political opinions. I think a big turning point in my life was in year 6 when we went on a class trip to the landfill.
Oh my
And this just changed me forever. I was like, what the heck? When you put stuff in the bin, it gets buried in a hole in the ground because thousands of years of adults haven't figured out a better way of dealing with that. That's crazy. Yeah, and then I became super environment enthusiast kid.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So you just like realized really early that the adults had no clue what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you are a kid, I feel like you get news in weird ways. And one way is that there'll be weird like magazines at the school library. They're like, this 12-year-old has a black belt in karate. This 12-year-old invented a new filter to save all the salmon in their local hometown.
Oh my God, what 12-year-old was that? That's amazing.
That was a made-up example, but I'm sure kids are doing crazy stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. So when you're a kid, you're like, yeah. And all the books that you read as a kid are like, all the adults got killed by aliens, and then kids ruled the world successfully forever. So I feel like that was a thing. And then at school, I was the only person who chose to be on the environment committee in year 13.
Wait, everybody else was coerced?
Everybody else, it was like their third choice, and the other committees were full.
Oh, it was the reject club.
Yeah, and you had to be on a committee. And
what committees beat out the environment?
the committee everyone wanted to be on was the uniform committee. Because you got to choose like a special funky shirt. It was like so stupid.
That's basically Vogue. Everybody wanted to be at Vogue, and you were just down there at Nature.
Nature, yeah.
Nature magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I used to do like debate and stuff, and I do not have a PhD, but my BA includes politics, and I used to do a lot of like activist stuff at uni, but you can get real burnt out from that kind of thing, and I feel like you can get this weird exhaustion where if you're around a lot of people all the time that are like, we can change the world, and why does nobody else care about changing the world as much as we care about changing the world? It's a bit toxic. So
It's a bit toxic.
It's a bit toxic.
When people care too much, it's just a bit toxic.
Well, just the idea that the reason why the world is the way that it is because other people care less than you about affecting social change. And I think it can come from a very privileged position of not acknowledging, like, in order to have the time to do this, you need to have, less responsibilities than other people, and sometimes you're just keeping things afloat. You don't have time for this. The world is very complex and nuanced.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with that, while at the same time, when I was a teenager, I was Elle Woodsing it out, caring a lot less about the environment.
So I'm being compassionate to people who actually just don't have a clue.
No, but I agree. Everybody has a lot of demands on their plate. The political environment the like news and political environment we live in is like very difficult to navigate. There's a lot of information all of the time. There's a lot of, everybody's got a lot of responsibilities and things they need to be doing. It's like, it's hard to lead with care all the time.
It is.
Yeah.
So I would say that my political personality would be like a new Sesame Street character that's like a combination of Oscar the Grouch and Elmo. Passionate about the rubbish,
Passionate about the rubbish.
Just trying to be a friend to all.
I love that it was waste. That I really admire Rebecca because Rebecca has such like activist energy and like will like really take a stand on things. And I love that it was waste that got you there.
It really was.
I had no idea.
There you go. It was a very powerful trip to the landfill. What are we gonna be talking about in the podcast? Like, what is the specific unique thing we've got going on here?
Yeah.
Why are we different from Hillary Barry and Jeremy Wells?
Would they do a political advert in a bikini?
I can see Hillary doing that.
Would they shoot the wind?
Sorry.
Isn't that a saying? Shoot the wind?
You mean like shooting the breeze? I was just picturing Jeremy Wells just with a rifle just shooting loose into the air. Like, take that, climate change.
Yeah.
Get out of here, cyclone.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
What are we going to be doing? Basically, it's just your friends having a chat about politics. I said we could come up with some one-liners.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought serious subjects, silly people.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Little
I'll say, is Parliament full of enemies? Don't worry, we're all friends here.
I had one that I wrote out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay, so we're called the House of Chaos. It's good when you have to set the scene first.
Yeah? No, I'm ready for the joke now.
Okay, so we put the ho 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 in House of Chaos, the ick in politics, and the ew in news.
Is that how people feel about us? Or how we feel about the news?
Well, we're the House of Chaos, so we're the ho ho ho.
So we're hoes who are giving people the ick factor and making them go, ew.
That's it. That's our unique selling point.
Yeah. Listen, do you think the news isn't slutty and disgusting enough? Welcome to the House of Chaos.
Yes.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. So what are our news icks?
Our news X, things we hate about the news?
Yeah.
I think I did say one of mine, which was that, like, the whole thing is politics, right? What is being reported on? From what lens?
Yeah.
Is this an editorial? It doesn't say very tiny that it's an editorial. I feel like the guise of the news being objectively presented is an ick to me.
Is an ick to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one which I straddle the fence on a little bit because I 100% agree that the news is you can't really write anything without perspective. Basically.
It's not possible. You're just a person.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
But also, it is it is useful to have news which we all agree is somewhat objective, so that we at least read some of the same news and aren't just operating in completely different media landscapes.
For sure.
So that at least people's understanding of the world is somewhat similar, and that helps with polarization.
I do feel like it used to be a little bit better. I feel like everyone always thinks things used to be a little bit better. I feel like either I was less aware of it or in younger times as a child or whatever, it felt less like
the news was
when
less.
you turned on the news, it felt less editorialized. It felt more like these are the things that happened today.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably was still, but
I don't know. They were pretty I think the news has had difficulties with bias forever.
Yeah.
One of my icks is newspaper articles that report a thing that is happening and everything that people have said about it, but don't actually explain the thing. I just feel like you read so many articles about a piece of policy or something, and it's like Chris Hipkins said this, and Christopher Luxon said this, and Winston Peters said this, and Miley Cyrus said this, and then it never actually says what the policy is.
Yes, it just says the name of it, and you're like, but what does that mean?
What does
it mean?
Yeah. I think there's way too much just saying what people are saying in the news, and it's politicians are always going to be saying the same things. It's not a surprise that David Seymour says X. It's not a surprise that Christopher Hipkins says X. And it doesn't really tell you that much about the world.
No.
Or why this thing is happening, or what people are trying to achieve with it.
Yeah.
And why they're trying to achieve that thing. Yeah. And as a result, we all have a very surface level understanding of what is going on. Yeah.
Yes. Another ick for me with the news is I know everyone hates this, but I don't understand why they don't tell you any of the good things that happen. I just don't understand. It makes you feel like the world is a terrible place and only bad things happen.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like every day
Yeah.
people are making scientific discoveries
Yeah.
that you don't hear about.
Yeah.
Every day there are areas of reforestation that are occurring,
Yeah.
you know, parts of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch getting cleared up,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, new animals are discovered.
Yeah.
There's like good stuff that happens.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think a lot of that is like clicks, is news
Yeah.
operating for clicks these days. And
Yeah.
so like fear is one of the most motivating things that will
Yeah.
get you to click on something in the
Yeah.
like sea of things to click on, which is very sad.
It is.
I do have a slight counter to it.
Oh, yeah.
Just because one of my this isn't really an ick, it's more like one of the most like lolly things about that I find about the New Zealand
Wait,
news.
lol as in LOL or lolly like a candy?
Like LOL.
Oh, whoa.
But lolly
I'm getting ready
as a
to laugh.
descriptor, yeah, is that so last week obviously there's a lot happening. We're not going like fully into the news in this episode, but there is a war happening at the moment, and they were trying to negotiate the Iran war last week. And if you clicked, there was one day where you clicked onto the front page of the RNZ, and one of the main headlines was "Hawk stuck in car grill."
Oh, God. But that's not even positive. That's just nothing.
Well, so this is the thing, actually, is it wasn't positive on the front, which I think, you know, is like they're trying to get you to click on it, because it's like, oh no, poor Hawk. And then actually, and I will say it was hilarious because my partner actually saw this, and when he said it to me, I was like, this is so typical of the New Zealand news. Like there's like one story about how Iran is affecting fuel prices, and then it's all about this hawk. And I went in and I looked at it, and actually, I've got to confess, it was an amazing story.
Oh.
Because the hawk got stuck in this guy's car grill, and like stuck in the way that like if you asked a cartoonist to draw a bird stuck in a car grill, it had like its wings, like its body had gone through the car grill and its wings were still stuck on the outside, like so uncomfortable looking. So and then, oh my God, this must have been like crazy for the hawk, because he then drives to the vet, and the vet's like, well, I can't do anything because it's stuck in the car grill. So he then drives to the mechanic. The mechanic like saws off the car grill.
God.
They get the hawk out. The hawk's fine.
What?
Yeah, and that's good news.
That's good news.
Yeah.
Damn, thank you, bird.
Yeah, the hawk was fine. And when they had a picture like from when they first took it out, and my God, that was a day's talk. That hawk was like, I did not expect this day to happen when I woke up this morning and went flying down the Route 1.
Damn.
Is that what you call your motorways here? I grew up in the UK, so
a motorway, I guess. There is a state highway one.
State Highway 1.
Yeah.
I'm half English, half New Zealandish, and I grew up mostly in the UK, so some of my New Zealand knowledge is not as fully developed as it should be, such as whether it's a state highway or a route.
But you can have a route on the state highway if you want.
Yeah. So anyway, good news. That was good news.
That was good news.
And it was like front and center of the.
Okay, that's great.
RNZ.
They can do that though, can't they? They're like, don't pay attention to what's happening. Look at this.
Look at this, yeah.
There's some tennis players are coming to New Zealand to play tennis.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the
anything
nuclear
else.
activity. No, don't look over here.
Yeah.
That is a bit like that. I do hate the New Zealand-centric lens that they put on all international issues. Like, it won't be like, there was a tsunami. It'll be like, a New Zealander was on holiday when a tsunami happened. And it's like, you're teaching people that they shouldn't care about things unless they have some tenuous personal connection. And therefore, by caring about it, it's really just an extension of caring about yourself.
I mean, we shouldn't care about anything that isn't related to
Oh
us.
no,
Rebecca.
it's working. Oh no, they got Izzy.
Apart from the hawk.
Apart from the hawk.
Because
okay.
I have a personal relationship to the hawk.
Oh yeah?
We both fly. We don't. That's misinformation. I can't fly. I can't fly.
But you can catch a flight.
So yeah, so that's
That's us.
That's us.
That's the thing.
That's a little intro to us.
yeah. So how often can people tune into our podcast, Izzy?
So we're going to be releasing fortnightly because the news is stressful.
Life is stressful.
Life is stressful.
Life is busy.
Yeah, we'll do a little fortnightly roundup. Hi, this is Izzy jumping in just to say that our first episode is going to be next Monday, the 4th of April, and then we will be going fortnightly from there. See you there. There's an election in New Zealand this year.
There's an election this year.
In November.
Yeah.
So we can expect some politicians to do silly things.
Silly things.
Silly things. So we'll talk about the elections a little bit.
We will.
Yeah, we'll talk about news, both in current affairs, both in New Zealand and stuff outside of New Zealand. We may look at how it impacts New Zealand, although we won't do it in such a way where people think they should only be interested in it if it impacts them.
It can impact New Zealand without it being like this one guy lost his bag because this entire country was attacked by a cyclone.
Yeah. And we'll just have some chats.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Cozy news.
Cozy news.
Cozy politics.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we'll see you next time,
Yeah.
friends.
See you next time.
See you next time.
We need to come up with a sign out.
Yeah. Well, it's a house
Oh yeah,
of chaos. So what do you say when someone is leaving your house? You say, bye, see you next. That's the thing we just said.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Let the bass kick.